morning. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Is anybody else in as good of a mood as KJ has been the last day or two? KJ's in a good mood. KJ has big things happening in her life. Big happenings over here. I'm so excited to share my humongous news with you, but I have to wait. You're all gonna have to stick around to hear the big news for another week. It's not that I can't tell you today. I'm just gonna keep you waiting for an entire week. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna tell any of you my big news until a week from tomorrow. Hello. Hi, Jackie. Good morning, Cherry. Hey, April. Hey, Kay. Hey, Carrie. Carrie. Y'all, the retreat is coming. I am so excited. The closer the retreat gets, and I mean, it's still a long ways away, and I am like losing my mind over here as I'm seeing registrations come through. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get to meet her. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to meet her. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to meet her. I cannot wait to meet you guys. I'm telling you, if you are coming to the retreat, there's going to be some tears because KJ is seriously hyped over this. Like, I've got goosebumps. So many goosebumps that my leg hair grows every time I get the chills. Not kidding. It just grew a 1/4 inch. Because that's what happens when you get goosebumps. Did you know that? That your leg hair grows? I don't know. It just feels like it. What are you doing? You've walked around the perimeter here 3 times. You think you're out here to get some food? Huh? Carrie, she just signed up. All right. Don't forget, guys, if you really want to come to the retreat and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't afford flights to Maine. They're expensive. Listen, this is what I would do if I really wanted to come to the retreat, and especially if I was East Coast or Midwest, like California is a bit of a drive. But if I was East Coast and I really wanted to come to this retreat and I looked at the flights and I was like, I can't do that, I would rent a van. I would get on the retreat page. There's like 100 people on that page that are interested in coming, and I know there's a lot that can't because of flights. I would get on that page, I would rent me a van, and I'd be like mapping it out. I'd be like, we're stopping to pick you up, and then we're going to pick you up, and then we're going to pick you up, and I would have a flippin' blast driving to Maine with a bunch of ladies I'd never met in my life. How much fun would that be? Seriously, though, would that not be fun? And it would be like, it'd be like to rent a van for 5 or 6 days would be like probably $700-800, and you could split it between everybody in the van. It wouldn't cost you nothing to get up here. Just saying. Somebody ought to do that. All right. So I'm going to have some Veggies for breakfast. I'm going to have veggies for breakfast this morning because I have a lot of veggies. This weekend when I went to the grocery store, I was like, KJ, you have not been eating enough veggies. You're eating like a cup of veggies with your meal, and you need to be eating like 4. You need more veggies. Listen, y'all, veggies are a critical piece of Trim Healthy Mama. I cannot tell you. Okay, I was that girl. Listen, I was that girl who said, oh, I'd like to follow Trim Healthy Mama, but do I have to eat veggies? Because I don't eat veggies. I eat like corn. That was me. I kid you not. There'd have to be a potty on the vid. Do you mean a podcast? Because there's toilets all the way between, Florida and Maine, Vicky. There are some toilets along the road. Not just like, there's gas stations where y'all can pee. I, for years, only ate corn. Thought I was a veggie eater. Actually, I knew I wasn't a veggie eater. And I hated veggies. And when I first started THM, I was like, do I have to eat veggies to do this? Because if I do, and I was told, well, you should eat some veggies. They're a pretty important part of your nutrition. So yeah, you should learn to love your veggies. I was like, well, Trim Healthy Mama's not going to be for me. I'm going to eat bacon and eggs for breakfast. And I'm going to eat sandwiches in the afternoon on sprouted bread and no veggies on the side. Okay. And for a little while, I'm going to lose weight, but am I going to really get healthy? Probably not, because I'm not getting my nutrients. Okay. They are critical to our health. And what are we focusing on as Trim Healthy Mamas? We're not just focusing on our carbs. We're focusing on our nutrition and our health and being the best version of us that we can be health-wise. Girl, listen. Oh, I just spilled my coffee. I got so excited I just spilled my coffee. I don't want to be skinny and sick, okay? I don't want to be skinny and sick. I want to be healthy. I don't care if I'm skinny. Because, girl, listen, I got curves. I'm all right with it. You can watch them walk away. That's right. I got some curves. I'm okay with it. But I am also healthy because I am getting serious nutrition up in here. All right. This is a bag of veggies I just picked up last night at my CSA. Okay. Check this out. I got some little specialty red potatoes. These all came in my CSA last night. I haven't opened this bag yet. I got some of the devil's vegetable. Those will be fed to somebody other than me. That's a big old bag of beets. Yes, I know they're healthy and I want to be healthy, but I have limits. I also have to give this away because I'm allergic. Red onions. If I had known that was in there last night, I would have given them away before I even left the store. 2 red onions. Okay. I'll be delivering 3 red onions. 4 red onions. Okay, how many red onions in this bag? Those are all going to somebody else. I cannot eat those. Turnip, right? No. Daikon radishes. These are not turnip. These are daikon radishes. Daikon radishes. Those are delicious. I'm going to chop those up and put them in roast. And they are they just like potatoes? Well, no, because they're daikon radishes. Don't be putting radishes in your pot roast and being like, they don't taste like potatoes, KJ. Everyone says they taste like potatoes and they don't. They're not potatoes. They're radishes. Calm down. They're absolutely delicious. But they're not potatoes. Do they have a good texture? Yeah. Do they have a bit of do they remind you a bit of potatoes? Yes. Are they an amazing supplement for potatoes in your roast? Yes. But they're not potatoes.
Everybody says they taste like potatoes and they're not. I don't understand.
They're not potatoes. Garlic. Look at this beauty. I'm going to eat some of that. Some red cabbage and, ooh, my favorite. These are turnips. Rutabagas, actually. These are rutabagas. That's right, Bonnie. I agree. Beets are not for everyone. Listen, oh, and these. Listen, okay, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing with carrots. Because I have about 4,000 of them in my fridge. Christy, you're getting the same CSA I am, right? Also, Christy Farnsworth, are you coming to the retreat, girl? You need to message me and let me know if you want to come to the retreat, skipping the hotel. Maybe you already did. I've had so many messages I can't remember. No pressure. Maybe, Starlet, maybe if I put butter and garlic, I would enjoy them. But I've tried a lot of different ways and they're just not for me. But these, okay, I don't even peel them because it's better if you don't. I don't know if that's true. Okay. I cut the top off, obviously, because nobody's eating that. And I slice them into fries, and I put them in a pan, and I drizzle a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil on them, and then a bunch of paprika and garlic and salt, and let them roast, and they get sticky. You guys, they are insane. They are so good. So good. Way better than French fries. All right, so I have all these veggies that I bought at the grocery store this week. Because I was looking at the veggies being like, that's it, KJ. Enough of this 1 cup of veggies nonsense. Okay, you know those big salad containers with the big... Excuse me. The little leaf. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This right here. Excuse me while I die. My stomach's round. This is my favorite lettuce of all time. I don't know where this comes from. It says local. Is it though? I don't know. It's from Mass. So I don't know where this is, but the same idea. Little Leaf Farms. It's baby crispy green lettuce. It's my literal favorite, okay? It's so good. And I buy these big containers and I take about half out and make a salad. And then the next day I just make my salad right in here and eat the rest of it. All right, I also got this bag of unknown green stuff from my CSA, so I'm going to put some of that in this. So I'm just going to cook it all up. Just a whole bunch of it with some chicken broth. I hope I have chicken broth. Bessie, why didn't you remind me to get the chicken broth? What kind of helper are you? All right, I don't really have a whole bunch. I'm going to have to use some water. I don't know when this is from. Hopefully it's recent. Smells fine. All right, let's start cooking. I've got some onion. This is not going to be a deep S because I've got Brussels and onions. I'm gonna put some. This is a very dried up onion that's been in my fridge for a few too many days. We're gonna go ahead and cook that up. I am going to put some fat in this because this is going to be a deep, not a deep S, an S, but I'm going to wait. Venison is a full pull. I need a little extra broth, so we're just going to call that broth. I'm going to cook my veggies down in liquid, and then when the liquid's gone or I drain it off, then I will add fat and caramelize it. So I'm going to put in some Brussels. Does anybody else think these look like little alien brains? Every time I see these, I picture like, there's an 80s movie with aliens that wore like it was a kid's movie, and they wore like these hoods around their head, and every time I look at these, that's what I picture, this alien. I don't know. Oh, Shirley Moore. Thank you for that reminder, because I have some right here, somewhere in here. One of these days I'll have time to clean out these cabinets. Okay. And will I clean them out when I have time? That's a pretty big no. Here's the trim bouillon. Good idea, Shirley. And since I don't have any leftover chicken broth, I'll just add a little trim bouillon to my water. This stuff's very good, you guys. If you don't have any, go make it. Put it in your cupboard. If you have room. All right, I'm just gonna slice. I like my Brussels sprouts thinly shredded. Not the right knife to be doing this with. What did Susan say that was a great idea? Did I miss it? And now I can't scroll up. Oh, I forget about that. I don't mind those. The Quickle recipe is okay on canned beets. I can tolerate it, but fresh ones, all right, some Brussels. My husband's gonna wake up and be like, oh, great. What'll she be cooking out there? It stank. Doesn't just stink, it stank. I'm gonna put a little bit of summer squash. Little summer squash. I am so glad that summer squash is not available just in the summer because it would stink for me. I eat this every day in something. What else do I have here? I've got some mushies. Put a few mushies in there. Are they washed? Probably not. They look pretty nasty. If you haven't seen, I'm offering a free week of group coaching. Go join the group. It's going to be fun. Check my website, joyfullifewithkj.com. Right on the main page, you can register to join me for 1 week. I say 1 week. It's a Monday through a Friday because nobody likes to have tasks to do on the weekend. I don't know why I scheduled it that way, but Monday through Friday, we're going to hang out and you're going to get the full group coaching experience. Everything that you get in group coaching minus one little thing, and only because I can't figure out how to download it. Oh, little pepper. Little wee pepper in there. This knife is not cutting very well. I'm not a big fan of peppers. Peppers are not my fave at all. They never have been. But, do you know this color? Color in veggies means health. So seriously, if you're over there, I couldn't do that, KJ. I can't eat all those veggies. That's just gross. I don't like veggies. Listen, Buttercup. Unless you're 13, you're a grown-up. You can do exactly what you want to do. And you, here buddy, you have the ability to do hard things, even if that means eating vegetables when you don't like them. You can find ways to eat them. I think a lot of people say I don't like veggies because the way they're used to eating veggies is from when they were a kid. Their mom opened a can of peas and warmed it up in the microwave and said, here's your vegetable, eat it. And you were like, oh, that's disgusting. No offense to my mom. But seriously, if you learn how to cook them right, it changes everything. It really changes everything. There's so many creative ways. The key for me is making sure they are tender. I do not like my veggies crunchy. I don't like them crunchy. I will eat cucumbers, shockingly enough. Where is my Creole? What is my Creole? Yeah, Cajun, not Creole. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Yeah, kids are different. I am convinced, though, Meredith, I am convinced that our taste buds are very different when we're children. Not that kids don't need veggies, but our taste buds are very different, and I think a lot of that has to do with food we eat right out of the gate. We're introduced what's our first food most of the time when we're outside of milk? What is the first food we typically eat as infants? It's rice. It's a carb. And then we start tasting peaches and pears. It's hard. Baby fruits and even baby foods are full of the sweet veggies. Like that bitterness. Can you hear my stomach? It sounds like it's going to shake the walls. It's growling so much. This type of babies are not introduced to peppers and mushrooms. I never met a baby sucking on a Brussels sprout. Plus, we all have different tastes. But I mean, it took me till my mid-30s before I started loving veggies. And then the only thing that brought me to the point of loving veggies this much is learning that they don't have to just be steamed veggies. I don't know. I can see fine. The ring light reflects on my lights and it distracts me. It freaks me out. I know. I would do the same thing, Meredith. Although, you know what? I'm not saying that would guarantee a veggie lover, because Marin's favorite food when she was little, when she was that age and was eating baby food, her very, very favorite was peas. Now that kid would rather die than eat a pea. All right, let's see how much protein we got here. 3 slices is 10 grams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 20 grams of protein. I'm gonna have 6 slices. I'm gonna skip the eggs today. I don't feel like eggs. I'm feeling eggless. When this is almost done, I'm gonna throw in my kale and my spinach. Once the broth cooks out, I'm gonna add some coconut oil to kind of turn it into because right now it's a fuel pole, but I want some fat. I want some fat in there. $20 grams of protein. Big old bowl of veggies. Alright, so my chicken broth is just about gone. No, you're fine. Yeah, go ahead. Tilson's gonna make a racket. Please hold. Alright, racket done. No. Let me turn the camera. I don't want to blind you by his brilliance this early in the morning. Go ahead. They did, Sharon. Now Mallory wants peas for dinner. Have peas for dinner, girl. I have a friend who used to eat her peas, a plate of peas with a slice of American cheese on top. Doesn't that sound nasty? I don't know. Whatever works. Huh? Not till 8. Not till 2. Alright. Now I'm gonna add this right here. This is, what did you say this was? Kale and spinach? This is some kale. This is some interesting kale. This is I wish I had my purse because I'd tell you exactly what kind of kale this is. It's because I have the thing that they gave me at the, can't think of what it was called. Do you remember, Christy? It was a special type of kale. Can't remember. I don't remember. I think that's enough. Oh, you know what I should have put in here? Is a little bit of tomato. Kale can be bitter, but I find once you cook it up, it gets sweeter. Like, I don't like kale raw. I'm not a raw kale eater. I'm standing here cooking onions and Brussels sprouts and peppers and mushrooms and kale, and my husband is standing there eating fruit snacks on the other side of the camera. Alright, I'm going to add some coconut oil in now because this is my added fat. Yes, they pre-wash their veggies, Jackie, at the CSA. When you pick up your veggies, they've been washed. That's the amazing thing about this local CSA. Not all CSAs do that, but this one does. I did not sign up for the CSA. It just says kale and spinach mix, Christy. Yeah. They have all different kinds of kale. I've learned that from the CSA. I am slipping and sliding all over that. What is it? American cheese wrapper. Yes, I know, Jackie. It's amazing to be able to get veggies that are all cleaned. Adirondack Reds, that's right. I knew they had a special name, but I couldn't remember what it was. Thanks, Christy. All right, now that I add the coconut oil, I'm just going to let it caramelize up a little bit and we'll be good to go. Probably fade. My stomach is grumbling listening to that. Put some hot sauce on that. It's going to be absolutely delish. It doesn't have to be boring, you guys. Eat your veggies. If you're like, I eat breakfast, KJ, and an hour later I'm starving. I hear that. I just slung a mushroom all over my computer. I hear all the time, KJ, I'm starving an hour later. First of all, no, you're not starving. You're hungry. You're not starving. But second of all, you didn't get enough fiber or probably protein. You need to get your protein, but just as important as anchoring in protein is getting your fiber. And that, because that's really satiating and it holds you over for a longer period of time. So getting your fiber, guys, is so important. Eat your veggies. All right, I'm gonna get the hot sauce out. It is gonna be delicious. Delish. Ooh, I want buffalo sauce. I wonder if buffalo sauce would taste good on this. Instead, a little drizzle of buffalo. That might actually make it interesting. Why not? All right. That's a heavy old pan right there. Nope. Alright, there we go. Look at that pile of veg. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to put just a drizzle. Not a ton. Let me shake that up. Of buffalo sauce. I think that might taste good on there. Just a little drizzle of buffalo. Tastes like buffalo. Whoop. Egg. You know. Buffalo. You know what buffalo is. I don't have to explain buffalo. Alright, let's try it. The old pile of veggie hash. Look at all the nutrition. Get off there. Get off my fork. It's all tangled up. Hot. It's good with the buffalo. That's a different flavor profile than I'm used to at breakfast, that buffalo. That's good. You know what else goes on there? This is super important. I should have put it in the pan when I was cooking. This has to go on the whole thing. Nutritional yeast. You could put a tablespoon or so of Parmesan cheese on there and that would be really good too. There you go. Now I gotta put away 683 packages of veggies and go to work with my coffee. All right, guys, I love you all. Thanks for joining me. Go make some breakfast. Show me pictures of your breakfast. Tell me what your favorite breakfast veggie is in the comments. I want to hear about it. I want to hear what you like. All right, guys, I love you all so much. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you back tomorrow morning for devotions. Join me for Friday devotion somewhere around 7-ish a.m. We will dive into the Word together. Don't miss out on that. It's a super important way to start your day. It really changes things when you get in the Word every single day. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.